The Raja Jackson Psycho Stu pro wrestling incident happened a few days ago, and I've consumed a lot of media regarding it, but I do think there are some things that have been overlooked. I'm a former professional wrestler, and I have unique insight into what I think may have happened and what contributed to that assault. I watched Raja's whole kick stream. Okay, it was uploaded online. I watched it from beginning to end. Raja had been concussed for a couple of days from a spin kick that he took during training. Near the beginning of the stream, you could tell that the side of his head was swollen from the kick. He had complained of not feeling very well and throwing up a lot. And he said near the beginning of the stream that he was doing the stream late and had intended to do it earlier, I'm assuming at his regular scheduled time, but that he didn't feel well. Raja had been invited to a pro wrestling event by one of his friends who was on the show wearing a cowboy hat, chaps, the whole thing, and was going to the back to greet the boys, the wrestlers. This is where we first see Raja and Psycho Stu interact. The beer can situation. Either it was a work, maybe Psycho Stu didn't let him in on the beer can spot, or Raja knew but changed his mind once his father and his chat on Kick egged him on, and he felt he had something to prove. If it was real, or what we call a shoot, Stu, the pro wrestler, should know better than to cut an angle or a promo on a guy in the locker room who he doesn't know and is just assuming is a pro wrestler and in on it. This doesn't happen and isn't a generally accepted practice as a pro wrestler worker. Stu actually may have been drunk. He just had that look in his eyes. And standing face to face with Raja during the confrontation, he just didn't look all there. Now, in my opinion, Raja's father, the great UFC legend Rampage Jackson. During the stream, there is a point where Raja's talking on the phone to his father, Rampage.
My dad can't never call me a bitch.
Now, in this, Rampage is clearly taunting his son about being around men in tights, clearly showing no respect for pro wrestling or wrestlers in general, as if they are beneath him. Raja is the son of this UFC legend, and a lot of times, children of legends that follow in their parents' footsteps clearly struggle with trying to make them proud and struggle to step out of their shadow. Raja and Stu did have a moment together on the stream. Stu apologized for not knowing Raja wasn't a pro wrestler, and they seemingly squashed the incident. The friend of Raja, the cowboy pro wrestler, tells Raja that it's customary practice to get a receipt or to hit the person back that hit you. Now, a receipt doesn't mean to absolutely pummel a guy, maybe like one harder punch, etc., but nothing intended to cause severe harm. Just something to let the guy know, hey, you can't just do that to me without expecting something back. It's a way to make sure that the person knows that they shouldn't let it happen again. As Raja waited in the crowd for the moment where he's supposed to jump in the ring and attack Psycho Stu, the words of his father and the egging on of his chat clearly begins to irritate him, and he's getting more and more worked up and upset. There's a soundbite from a previous interview with his father, Rampage, where he said that he's got college funds set up for his other two children, but for Raja, he's got bail money. This is in no way an attempt to justify Raja's behavior, but an attempt to shed more light on the events leading up to this and put into full context all of the incidents or all of the particulars that went into this event.